I played a set with Kadoran on fucking Rainbow Cruise. What was it? Rainbow Cruise, and then the oh my god, Green Greens. God, it was toxic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I played on Rainbow Cruise. I played on Green Greens, Poke Floats, and Rainbow Cruise. And Rainbow Cruise and Poke Floats are actually nutty with shield dropping. Like it's
Oh,
it's
okay.
actually insane. You can just zoom around.
Yeah.
Anyways, though, you want to play like a best of five?
Yeah, sure. Sure, sure, sure.
Okay, sweet. What's your code?
I'll here, let me text it to you. Chat.
I am MMRP 834.
MMR 83 what?
MMRP 834.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. You want to start Battlefield?
Yeah.
Let's go. You're honorable.
Oh, I'm a field main for sure. Yeah.
All right. Really.
Yeah.
Choose your character.
Let's go Pokemon?
I would go lefty.
Oh, you'd go up D. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, go lefty. Because the platform, not having platforms is really bad for Sheik.
So I was feeling first, but then I was like, I don't know.
Ready?
Yeah, it's bad. Like, if you watch, like, Pleb play against Fox, he pretty much always switches to Fox for FD.
Gotcha.
Versus
I love every spot. They're doing it.
Yeah, okay. So now I go Dreamland, but if we had played on a different stage in game 1, I would go Battlefield.
Okay.
That's a Sheik secret.
Okay. Why is that?
Fox, ready?
Battlefield is just like home for Sheik.
Gotcha.
Yep. I bet all in black.
Choose your character. Versus Fox. Ready? Go!
Whew.
Good game.
Choose your
Good
character.
games. Yeah, the Fox matchup is rough for Sheik.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, that's what I hear.
I think a big part of it is that Sheik, one of her big advantages over a lot of characters is their speed. But
Yeah.
Fox is actually just faster than Sheik, so Sheik has to like play defense a lot.
Yeah. I feel like in my experience against just getting fucked on by Sheiks, I think I'm trying to get better at it. I'm like consciously trying not to have bad like approach or readable approaches, like no
Mm-hmm.
like full hops in and stuff, and I'm trying to like be a little bit off, just like a little bit off, be a little bit weird.
Ready?
Um, and so I've been kind
Mm-hmm.
of working on that and just like
Okay.
just kind of dash dancing more and
Yeah, dash dance is really good.
yeah. Um, so those are the things I've been consciously working on. I'm sure there's a bunch of other stuff that I just like. There's a lot of just flubs and just like I shouldn't have been fighting by the edge a lot. 'Cause you
Yeah, you were
fucking
fighting me by the edge a lot.
yeah.
Although, so what were your what is your impression of that set?
I was relatively happy with my strings and
Mm-hmm.
just what I was able to get off of a hit, which was that was the
Mm-hmm.
good thing. The bad things were like uh, I just it's so scary when I'm off ledge or
Mm-hmm.
when I'm off stage.
Yeah.
It's so like
Yeah, no,
fuck.
I definitely flubbed a few edge guards.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You definitely. And it's like I should not be expecting that to happen.
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why this matchup is so hard for Sheik, is because in order to beat Fox consistently, your edge guards need to be good, your tech chases need to be good, and then like you need to be killing Fox off of basically every strong hit.
Mhm.
I guess really the only thing I did notice that sometimes you would end a string, and you would end it with like up air when up air doesn't kill. Whereas instead you could have like ended it like I remember there was one string on Dreamland, on the I think the game 5, where you were comboing me on the right side of the stage, and I was at like you comboed me up until like 80%, and then you went for the up air instead of just taking the back air.
Yeah.
Because the back air is going to be more rewarding than the up air actually, because it's going to push Sheik off stage and you can just edge guard her.
Gotcha. That's another thing I cannot do is edgeguard Sheik, dude. It's so hard for me. So, yeah.
Have you watched the SSBM tutorials video on it?
No, I haven't.
That would be really good to watch.
Okay.
But yeah, so generally what I do is we just like analyze the games, especially the ones you lost, and then for the first little bit, especially since like when I play a match, I usually have goldfish brain of the match afterwards. Like I'm not very good at remembering what happened in the match.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
So what I like to do is just like watch maybe the first like 30 seconds or 45 seconds without saying anything, to see if there are any like big patterns, and then we go back and then we go through and I call out like the big situations.
Cool. Cool.
Do you do any analysis yourself?
Uh, definitely not enough. Maybe I've done
Okay.
it like a couple times, but
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll try and like talk to you about like the general like analysis process and like what I look for.
Okay.
But
Cool.
in general, what I look for with analysis is I look for patterns and situations where I lost a lot of value. So like it could like a pattern could be, oh, like when I'm in the corner, I always do this nair out of the corner and I get hit for it. Or like whenever we're in neutral and I shield an attack, I don't get anything off of it. And then like an example of like a situation where you lose a lot of value, it would be like I dropped an edge guard, or I dropped a kill confirm, stuff like that. So like the patterns, like when you combine them, they create a lot of lost value because they're happening a lot during the set. And then the
Definitely.
individual things like the edge guards are just of course like high value on their own. So, anyways, so I'll just watch a little bit. Okay. I did notice that you had a tech pattern of tech in place and then tech away every time.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the first thing that pops out to me is that I feel like you aren't really respecting Sheik's aerials that much. Because, like, right here, right? And also this happens a few other times in stock, but, like, right here, we get this position set up. And then you just run into me.
Yeah.
And you run into the space that I cover with the fair.
So I was actually flubbing that, and I couldn't like dash back. I couldn't dash back, and that's
okay.
why I crowd. That's why I went down. I don't know if you saw that
Okay.
quick like
Yeah.
little thing. I was trying to dash back, but it didn't work out, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's a flub. That's
Okay.
the thing.
But
Yeah.
this
But I
sequence
totally
is
get
really
it,
good.
yeah.
This is what you want to be doing. Because, like, with Sheik, when she's standing still... So, when Sheik is in this position...
Uh-huh.
Really, the important things you have to be aware of are boost grab, and dash attack, and then also, like, a forward tilt. But
Yeah.
this is what you did here is really good because you played around the forward tilt because you did this little baby micro spacing where you avoided the F tilt and then you just came right back in and punished it. But that is something you have to be aware of against Sheik is that there are some Sheiks that when they get in this spot they're just going to boost grab. So you always have to be ready for that. Especially because you're in the corner, right? So it's rough because now she can just boost grab you and you have no space to dash back with. So it is kind of like so because you're in the corner, it is like kind of playing like weighted RPS where it's weighted against you. But yeah, so generally when you're in the corner, just like try and figure out what the Sheik likes to do in this kind of spot. Because you gotta figure out if the Sheik is a boost grabber, like if the Sheik will just raw boost grab, and you gotta figure out if they're an F tilter, like if they just want to zone you out, or if they like to jump in this spot. And all those require different answers, but each of those will tell you a lot about the Sheik, because like basically the way the corner works in Melee is that I feel like a lot of the time when you have someone in the corner. Like, your true habits come out. Like, it really shows, like, the way you want to play the game. So if a Sheik, like, boost grabs here in this situation, then you can probably assume they're going to boost grab you in neutral a lot more. So just something to be aware
Say that
of.
one more time.
So if Sheik boost grabs you in this spot, you can probably assume that there are going to be a lot more boost grabs coming.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Same with dash attack. And that will tell you, like, if the Sheik is aggressive, or, if they jump back, or they, like, wave dash back, that'll tell you that the Sheik is not aggressive, that they're playing very defensive. Especially because another thing to be really aware of in this matchup is that against a good Sheik, the Sheik will be playing around their knockdown percents a lot. So, do you know what percent dash attack and F tilt knock down Fox?
No.
Okay, so dash attack knocks down at 20, and F tilt knocks down at 24. So as soon as you clear that 24 mark, you have to be aware that now Sheik can actually like get in scuffles with you and actually do somewhat well. So that's why I'm F tilting here, because you're above 24.
Oh, gotcha.
How'd you hit here? Just flub.
Yeah.
Okay, I think if you get a better ledge dash there, I think you just avoid the fair.
So another thing I've been trying to work on is just like doing 50 ledge dashes in the morning.
That's a good one.
But yeah.
I respect that you're going for the ledge dashes. Although maybe I don't know. Could you have maybe gotten something out here? You have at least one frame. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 4 or 5 frames. So something you could do there actually. Something you could do there is just crouch.
Crouch. Okay.
Because if you look at the situation, like if you look at where Sheik is, especially if you look at that I'm now shield dropping, there's actually no way for me to get like a sweet spot back air on you. Unless I do some like crazy drift in towards stage.
Yeah.
So what that means is since it's always going to be weak back air, you can just crouch here and just CC the weak back air.
Would I stay on stage, do you think? Or is that...
You would stay on stage. You have a little bit of room to move back with the CC. But also like if you're scared of the back air, like scared of getting knocked off stage, you can also just always shield. Because shield is also going to mess up that weak back air. And also I think if you had also up tilted, I think that would have also worked. If you'd done like a reverse up tilt.
Yeah.
Because
if you had working on that too.
If you had reverse up tilted, then the hitbox would have been out right here. And you would just cleanly beat the back air.
Yeah, I want to learn how to... It's so hard to do it fast, like frame perfect.
Oh,
so
yeah.
hard.
Yeah, but also, I'm just gonna show you the frame data on back air, because I think it is important to know. So if you look at the hitbox, there's no disjoint below Sheik. Right?
Gotcha.
Like there's only disjoint on the leg.
Mm-hmm.
So what that means is that right here, there's like basically no part of Sheik's body is protected by a hitbox right now. Like if you put out a hitbox to beat this bear, your hitbox will always win.
Okay.
So that's a big reason why getting below Sheik is so good. Just because, like, again, if you look at the hitboxes, like, none of these are really good at covering below her at all. Like, Nair isn't good for covering below her, Bear isn't good for covering below her, Down Air is actually surprisingly terrible at covering below her. So what that means is if you get a situation like this where you're below Sheik, you can really just play it very patiently and just milk it.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, again, you're just kind of not really... You're not really, like, respecting my aerials when you're in the corner. Good at getting out of there. Although, also, so, you're at 4%. You are at 4%, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you're at 0. So you're at 0, and I'm ledge dashing. This is a spot where you can just hold down. You can just like hold down and shine or something, or like up tilt and then ASDI down. Because at this percent, nothing is going to knock Fox down for Sheik. So really, all you have to be worried about is the grab, like the ledge dash grab, and that's actually really hard to make invincible. Because it's a 7-frame move, so Sheik needs like a really good ledge dash to get the invincible grab. And like, especially in game, a lot of Sheiks just won't be able to do it. So if you're in this spot where you're at 0, you can like if you had just held down for the jab, you would be in a really good spot because you'd just be right next to me. You could shine me, you could grab me, you could down tilt me. But instead, you weren't holding down, which basically forced you to get out of there. But also, another thing that's really important in Sheik is that when you get hit by a move like this, a low percent, before it knocks down, you can usually punish on hit. Like, if you look at how soon you're actionable right here.
Yeah.
So you could have just shined me or grabbed me.
I'm playing a little bit. Okay, so like I said, I'm like consciously like trying to like move around and like keep the space. And so I think that's what I was doing here. I was like, okay, I mean, I'll just be safe if I just like shoot a couple lasers, go back a little bit, you know. I wasn't thinking about, oh, I gotta go on that. But yeah, totally. Yeah, it's a
Mm-hmm.
good point for sure.
Yeah, yeah, because crouching is really that's one thing you weren't really doing at all. You weren't really crouching against me,
Hmm.
and because also like okay, we're gonna take another trip to Chrome. Are you familiar with this website?
No.
Okay, so this is really good. Basically, it's a good way to figure out when moves will kill and when moves will knock down. So you have your attacker area right here. This is the character doing the move.
Hmm.
And you have your defender area right here, which is the character being hit and their percent. So, like for example, if we pull up Sheik, and then we pull up forward tilt, and then we just play around with Fox, like play around with the percent, we'll see that at 24, forward tilt knocks down. But then, if we can also do attempt crouch cancel, and then we can see that when you're crouch canceling, Sheik's F tilt doesn't knock down until 80. So that's a
Wow.
lot of time where you can hold down. And same
Yeah.
thing goes for like forward air. Forward air is also actually surprisingly bad against CC. Doesn't knock down until 72. And like a lot of the other aerials also don't knock down until like around 70 through crouch cancel. So that means that you can kind of just degenerately crouch in this matchup.
Okay.
And you can also degenerately ASDI down. Because ASDI down is really busted against Sheik. Because even when like F tilt knocks down, or like dash attack knocks down, you can ASDI it down and then tech. So like, and basically, so for dash attack, you can do that until 53. So until 53, if Sheik dash attacks you, you can just ASDI down, tech in place, and then punish. So, yeah, so like what I'm saying is that you really don't have to respect Sheik's moves that much. Really, I think the only ones you should be really worried about when you're like trying to crouch cancel against Sheik is just needle and grab. Because the grab, of course, breaks CC, gets a grab, and then the needles combo into grab. So against all the moves other than those two, you can just hold down. Okay? Yeah, see, like right there. Right there. I hit you with F tilt. You don't even ASDI down, and you're still able to punish me. Even though you shield. Like, even though you
Even though
roll, you're
you
still
roll.
able to punish me. So, like, against Sheik, if you get hit by an F tilt like this, you can punish it even if you get launched. Because you land, like, right here, right? And Sheik is still in the cooldown of the F tilt. And that gives you enough time to just run at her and hit her. Same thing goes for down smash. Same thing goes for dash attack. If you get hit by them, you can actually just punish them on hit, even if you don't ASDI down. So, like, if a Sheik... So, basically, you want to stop Sheik from doing these moves by just showing her that you're going to punish them every time. And just be... Like, when you're playing against a Sheik, just be ready. Or maybe, like, if you're, like, play some friendlies against a Sheik and focus only on punishing the F tilts and the dash attacks and the down smashes when you're below knockdown percent. And just focus on, like, really milking your crouch cancel.
Gotcha. That's a really big point, I think. That's like probably my biggest thing that I'm seeing.
Yeah, you're not a croucher.
Yeah, I'm not a croucher.
You're not a dirty down holder. This is really good, though. This is actually an example of a great crouch. Because even if this back air had hit, you still would have been able to punish me. And you just get the S smash. But that also brings up another really good thing against Sheik. Like a more positional thing. So this is a really good spot for you. Especially if you had been... Hold on. I'm going to make a diagram. Okay. So Sheik, when she's on a platform like this, her only real options in this spot are to run off and fair. This circular thing is the fair hitbox. Or run off bear, where the hitbox is like right here. So what that means is that if you are anywhere in here, you're totally safe. Because if you're in here, even if you're under the platform, if Sheik runs off with an aerial, you can always CC it. Because if you're in here, you're safe from the fair, you're safe from the sweet spot bear, which means that all Sheik can do is just run off nair or run off weak back air. And those are her like options for engaging with an aerial in this spot. And the only other option she has to counteract you just crouching here is needle, like reverse needle, which is of course very vulnerable, right? Because the needle takes a little bit of time to get out. So whenever you have Sheik in its position like this, you can just chill right here and pretty much just react to everything she can do.
Okay.
So that's a really good positional thing to keep in mind. And it applies to every other situation where you're below Sheik as well. Because the same rules apply where if you're directly below her, she can't forward air you and she can't strong back air you. She has to take the weak back air or the nair or just not engage. And then if she doesn't engage, maybe like goes, if she goes like back here, then all of a sudden you have Sheik in the corner, you have a really good spot. Or if she goes up here, then you're still below her.
Do I need to worry about shield dropping? Or
Well, so that's the thing about this position, because especially if you're like right here where you are right now, you don't have to be worried about shield dropping, because again, so I'm just gonna wipe all this away. So if she shield drops here, right? She shield drops, then the same thing applies, where her fair covers like that space, and her bear covers that space. So you're still in this magic area where she can't really do anything to you. So like if you watch Plup, against Fox, something he does a lot is if he sees this position and he sees that he's directly above Fox, he'll just like not engage. Or he'll like do some weird like shield drop stuff where he like dashes back and he shield drops. Or he runs off and he needles. But again, that's still really good for you because now she could just like has to play around the threat of you crouching. Does that all make sense?
That makes sense, yeah, for sure.
Okay, sweet. I think you could have fell down here. Yeah, like this is exactly what I'm talking about. Like you could have shined here.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad this is for Sheik. Because you don't even crouch cancel this back air. But because I'm coming down right on top of you, it doesn't matter. You can still punish me. So, like, especially, if you, like... If you did, like, maybe... If you, like, tried to crouch or shield here... Or just ASDI down while running, you're safe to a lot of things that she can do. And then also, if I see that you're crouching here, then I kind of have to just disengage and hope I get a better engagement. Which means that if I see you crouching here, I might just like go back further on the platform, which is good for you because now you have me in the corner. But you could have punished this. Like again, even on hit, even though you didn't CC it, even though you didn't ASDI it down, you still could have punished on hit.
God, that's crazy. Okay, I got you. I'm gonna be very aware of this now. This is that situation happens so much. I feel like, or at least
Oh
it's
yeah, it's a
happened to.
really important one.
Yeah.
Oh, and then also this is an example of what a kind of this is something you might see Sheiks do a lot when you're at low percent, is they'll try and set up these weird needles. But like as you can see here, they're pretty easy to beat if the Sheik doesn't do them well. Okay. Here you kind of just got. This is another important thing with Sheik. You kind of just got out footsied. Are you familiar with the term footsies?
No.
It's a like fighting game lingo for like winning neutral or like playing neutral.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But this is also really important against Sheik. So when you're playing against like a Sheik that knows what they're doing, they're going to be very aware of a specific range in this matchup. And that range is Fox's, like, his threat range. Like, the space he covers with, like, a short hop aerial or, like, a running down tilt or a grab or running shine. And that range is about, like, right there. Maybe a bit further. Like, about there.
Mm-hmm.
So what this means is that when we're in neutral, when Sheik is in neutral with you, they're going to want to move up right up to here. Sheik is like a good Sheik isn't going to just run into this range. They're going to try and stop right here and like wave dash back or wave dash or short hop, and try to like with the run in make you think they're going to come in here into your range, but then just stop right at the edge of it and try and hit you for approaching. So what happened here is that I did that. I wave dashed back at that range. And then you just aerialed into me and I got a free kill.
Yeah.
So that's something that's really important to be aware of against Sheik. Because that stuff, this stuff right here,
yeah,
it's bread and butter for a Sheik main.
that's the thing that always gets me. Like I always that was a very obvious like approach, and it was really bad. I think that's always what happens. I just get that tilted and
Yeah.
kill.
So then some things you could do instead in this spot. So I want you to just imagine what the situation would look like if instead of jumping for an aerial here, you had just like wave dashed down or crouched. Because then if you wave dashed out or crouch, like if you don't commit, then all of a sudden, now Sheik is wave dash back, and now Sheik is further towards the corner.
Yeah.
So if you had wave dash back, you would be like right here, you'd be actionable, and you'd still have me in that range. So basically, a big thing in the Sheik matchup is kind of understanding when, like, the Sheik is looking for that range, and then just using it to manipulate them. Especially because, like, when you're playing against Sheik, I think something that's really powerful is to do, like, stutter steps, where you kind of run at me like this. But like I said, like, instead of attacking, you just take space,
Yeah.
and then react. Or take space, and then assume I'm going to wave dash back, because every Sheik will wave dash back there, and then just, like, do an overshoot aerial or something like that. Like, those are basically your two main options for beating this wave dash back. It's the overshoot approach, or just take space.
Yeah.
And then remember that once you get Sheik in the corner, she doesn't have wave dash back anymore, so you don't have to respect that option anymore. Okay. And again, now we're gonna bring back knockdown percents. So now you're at 15. I'm just looking for the grab. That is all I'm looking for. So just be very aware of that when you're at low percents. That at low percents, Sheik is going to be looking for the grab above all else. And if Sheik is not looking for the grab, then it means that she's probably doing like those bad F tilts, like bad dash attacks and bad down smashes, which you can just punish on hit on reaction.
Yeah.
So basically, whenever you play against a Sheik, just like run a diagnostic check when you're at low percents. Like check are they going through bad moves, or are they going to play safe with aerials and try and get a grab in? Because if if you're playing against a Sheik that just is throwing moves out, then you you don't really have to do that much. But against a Sheik that's looking for the grab, you got to be very aware of stuff like this. Like stuff like the wave dash back here. Okay, this is good. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about when I say that getting below Sheik is really good. Because, like, look at this. I just can't do anything. No hitbox I throw out is going to beat that up tilt. The up tilt is always going to win.
There too.
That's just a Sheik thing. So basically, okay, so since you're having trouble with edgeguarding Sheik, so from this position, right, when Sheik is off stage, really what you have to be worried about is the poof.
Yeah.
Because the poof has a hitbox, right? And there are a few different poofs I can do. I can poof right here and put out the hitbox. So I can up B, poof here, and then with the second part snap down the ledge. Or I can get up here and then poof right here slightly on stage, and then either go to platform or further on stage.
Mm-hmm.
Or I can just take ledge.
Yeah.
But but when you're edge guarding a Sheik, just be very aware of those two poofs. Because those are basically Sheik's only real way of actually hitting you in her recovery. And again, if you like play around those poofs and Sheik just takes edge, that's totally fine for you. Because then you can just set up camp, over here in this area and just be out of range of everything Sheik can do off the ledge. And then you have Sheik in the corner, and you're just going to get a hit at some point. Yeah, so like with this one, you just got to be aware that there's that little, like, the poof is, like, the timing is weird, and the hitbox is actually surprisingly big.
Yeah.
There's probably a hitbox on here. I think this will help for just, like, figuring out. Okay, yeah, so here it is. So look at that hitbox. It's just like a huge circle.
Yeah.
So the poof hitbox is deceptively big. So there are a lot of spots where it looks like you're safe from the poof, but you're actually not.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if you look right here, like, you just basically touch the very edge of the circle. And it lasts for a little bit too. So poof is out from frame 36 to frame 42. So that's a pretty big window that poof is out. So it is deceptive. It is deceptive, but you just gotta be ready for it. How'd you get grabbed? Oh, you just got backered. Okay. It happens. Backer is big.
I gotta stop rolling there too, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's a
think
bad
so.
roll. It's a bad roll.
Especially
It's a
because,
bad
like,
habit.
especially because, like, again, look at this position.
Yeah.
Although you were at 97%, but still, weak back air doesn't knock down. But also, something you can do if you're in this spot is instead of rolling, you can just dash forward to center stage. Because,
Yeah.
like, Fox is fast enough that even if I fall through the platform and try and aerial you, if you just dash here instead of roll, you'd be out of my range.
Totally.
And you would just have center stage.
Yeah. No.
But again, this jab is really... How can you know this jab is really good, right? Because this, again, jab is not safe.
I
You
could
can
have
just
just
do whatever
done
you want.
anything, and I think I just panicked and down smashed.
Yeah. Like, I think something that'd be really helpful for you is kind of trying to be aware when you're playing against Sheik of when her moves are punishable. And, like, what moves are punishable. Because, like, you know, those F tilts, those dash tack, like, low percent F tilts and dash tacks, like, low percent down smashes, pretty much any jab, pretty much any weak back air. Those are all going to be punishable without crouch canceling. Good shine on the shield. That's okay. I think you gotta be okay with missing the shine of the shield there.
Yeah, I've been working on that for the past like 3 years now. Like first, like when I first got to Portland, like freshman year of college. Oh, I guess it's a while. Like I guess it's 4 years. Jesus, no way I've been playing for that long. I've been playing since 2017. I guess it's
Yeah, that's
5 years.
wild. Yeah, I've been. It's wild to me. Sometimes I think about how long I've been in the Melee scene, and I think about the fact that I've been in the Melee scene for like more than a quarter of my life. It just feels weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, so let's watch the FD game.
Okay.
And since we're running up on an hour, probably just the FD game.
Yeah, all good.
And then I won't go super in depth on a ton of stuff. I'm just gonna like call out the important things I see.
Sure.
Okay, so this is important when you're playing. So like in Melee, something you have to be really aware of is the idea of risk reward.
Mm-hmm.
So like for every move you do, you should be thinking about what's the reward on the move going to be if it hits, and what's the risk going to be if the move whiffs.
Mm-hmm.
So this down tilt is not good through that lens, because even if this down tilt hits, even if it hits, you're not going to get anything off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like the same thing applies to Fox that we were talking about with Sheik, where even if I get hit by this down tilt, I can probably still punish it.
Mm-hmm.
And if you think about what the reward on this down tilt is, if you hit me, you're going to get like a single hit, and that's about it. So just kind of like be aware of that and think about that. Think about that idea of like, what's the risk reward of each of my options? And then use that to make a game plan. So for, you know, like each percent range, just think about, okay, what's, you know, like just take it move by move and just like think about, okay, so what's the reward on a down tilt at from 0 to 20? What's the reward from 20 to 40? What's the reward from 40 to 60 and so on?
Mm-hmm.
And just think about that for all of your relevant moves and then use that to make a game plan. So basically, just try to maximize reward whenever possible. So go for moves that are rewarding and will get you follow-ups. And try to avoid going for risky moves that don't get you much reward.
Yeah, definitely.
Because like the risk here is you could have just gotten tech chased to death.
Yeah.
Good holding down. Again, like look at how powerful holding down is.
Oh. Yeah. Even though I didn't get anything off of it, 'cause I freaking blew it. But yeah, could have gotten a lot.
Yeah, there's another questionable down tilt.
Yeah.
Especially, another really good way to look at it is just think about CC and which of your moves are safe against CC and which moves aren't.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I
when
should have just
you're...
drilled.
Yeah. Okay. And again, you're below 24. So you can punish that on hit. If Sheik F tilts you in this spot, you can always punish it. Especially if you're holding down.
Yeah.
Because you're actionable like right here. You have all the time in the world to just like get a CC grab.
Totally.
And the grab is a good example of something that's very high reward. Because if you grab me, you could just get like, you know, like somewhere between like 50 to 80% off of just the grab. Just off of sharking me with up airs. Okay. Here, you just weren't really respecting the needle.
Yeah.
But that's another thing with Sheik. A big thing with Sheik is that she kind of has layers to her. Where, like... Okay, I'll try and find a good frame to pause it. Probably also bust out the good old diagram. So, against Sheik, just imagine she's grounded. So, if she's grounded, she has a few different options. She can... So, she can F-tilt, right? Which is about this range.
Mm-hmm.
She can boost grab or dash attack, which is about that range. And then also, she can jump. She can jump. Or maybe like right there. And then needle, which covers about that range.
Mm-hmm.
So against Sheik, you kind of have to figure out like which layer they're on. Like, are they on the F-tilt layer, are they on the boost grab layer, or are they on the needle layer? Because each of those things requires different counterplays. So like right here, if like this is something like this would kind of work against like if I was like forward tilting, but it just doesn't work at all if I'm going for the needle. And what Sheik is really looking for is that needle, because then it allows me to go for a lot of other stuff.
I have a question for you.
What's that?
As a fan. What do you think about laser? Like, do you get annoyed by like Fox
Yeah.
lasering if you're like
Yeah, I do.
if you're needling or something?
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty good. Just because forcing Sheik to approach is really good. So like, I think unless you are all the way in the corner, lasering is really good.
Cool.
Because basically the way that this matchup works is that Sheik has to respect Fox's approaches at all times. Like, even while Fox is lasering, Sheik still has to respect his approaches because, you know, when he lasers, then he hits the ground. And now Sheik has to respect his approaches. Then he lasers, he hits the ground. Sheik has to respect. And basically, the only time I can really go for, like, hard reads on the laser is when you're just, like, lasering mindlessly.
Yeah.
Because then I can assume that you're, like, if you fire one laser, you're going to fire another, and then I can just, like, boost grab or dash attack it.
Mm-hmm.
But especially if you're, like, moving between lasers, and you're not being you're being a moving target, then it's a lot harder to make work. Because also, like, another thing about this range is that since at this range you're out of Sheik's threat range, like, I can't touch you,
Yeah.
now lasering becomes really good.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
if you laser, there's nothing I can do to punish it. And then, you know, when you land, we'll still be in the same spot where we're still at your threat range, where you still could just aerial me, so I still have to respect it.
Yeah.
I think I am just gonna speed through this game because I wanna show you like maybe some SFAT versus Sheik, just to like
Okay.
watch how he holds down. And yeah, FD is FD is really good for Fox.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like these lasers, even though you're invincible, right? Like these lasers are like the kinds of lasers I just can't punish because you're just too far away. Like the only answer, if you were like vulnerable, the only answer I would have for these lasers is like ledge dash boost grab, and that's really risky.
Yeah.
Like these lasers are all safe. And then also another thing, when you have Sheik in a situation like this where she's in the corner and you have center stage,
Should just take more.
just take more and really just play it safe. Because there's a video that I've been sending to a lot of people I coach by a Street Fighter player named Fudo, who is so in Street Fighter the term five gods in Melee actually came from Japanese Street Fighter, where there were gods of the game who would only lose to each other, and Fudo is one of those gods. And he basically there's a video put out of him just talking about how to play the corner in a fighting game, and it's really good. Like basically the gist of it is that when you have someone in the corner like this, your goal is not necessarily to hit them, it's just to keep them in the corner. Because if you
Yeah.
keep them in the corner, then eventually you'll just organically land a hit from them trying to escape the corner.
Gotcha. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So like these lasers also, yeah, these lasers are really good. This is like that range you want to be lasering at. Because like again, like look at how hard it is for Sheik here. Even though you're lasering, like I still have to respect your attacks a lot. Like I still have to respect your approach. One thing I'm noticing is that you have a pattern of you'll laser for like 2 or 3 times and then immediately run in with an air.
Yeah. I gotta switch it up a bit more.
Yeah, you're just running into F tilt there. But like, so this percent right is where you have to actually start respecting F tilt, like around this range.
Oh.
Because now F tilt knocks down. It can lead to a lot of stuff. It can lead to a tech chase. If you DI it badly, it can just lead to a true follow up. This is a good example of like playing around that wave dash back. Because you shine, right, and then you go over the wave dash back F tilt with the down air. That's a really good example of like beating that wave dash back F tilt. Okay. Grab high reward.
I was
very
yeah,
good.
just waiting for you. I was waiting for you to approach, which was. I think I feel very good when I'm waiting for you to approach.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna shoot 2 lasers, and you're gonna do that aerial approach. 1, 2, aerial approach.
Hold on, dude.
1. Oh.
Uh, That was the only perfect ledge dash I got this entire set.
That's all you need. That'd be a really good thing to focus on in friendlies too. Just focus on ledge dashing.
Oh yeah, no, I try to solely ledge dash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Like if you IBW put out a video a few days ago about like explaining how he got top 100 so quickly and how you could do it faster. And one of the things he talks about is when you're playing friendlies, just focus on one specific thing and only that one thing.
Totally.
And I think it's really good for improving. Whenever I stream Melee, I'll have on my overlay. Like I'll have like the game, Photoshop of Macho Man Randy Savage that Potion made, sub goal, cam, and then also what I am actively practicing. And I try and do that just because it really helps like kind of solidify what I'm trying to practice and really gives me a good reminder of like what I'm focusing on.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know about this site?
Don't know.
This is a really good website. Basically, if you you can see here, you can just select characters and have it filter everything but those characters. And you can also select a player and get only that player's matches. Yeah, sure.
Nice.
SFAT versus Free Palestine is
This
probably good.
pool is
So we're just gonna watch just to see how often SFAT holds down and how he gets under Sheik. Look at these lasers. Okay, there it is. So SFAT gets under Sheik. And what does he do? He sees this. He crouches.
Mm-hmm.
And then he just reacts with back air. There's another
Did he
crouch.
crouch that too? Did he crouch that too?
This is an ASDI down.
Oh, okay.
But also, like, look at this. Look at how
Oh
good this
my
is for
God.
Fox. He just messed up tech skill, but if he hadn't messed up the tech skill, he would have gotten a lot off of that.
Yeah. See that.
Okay, Fox stuff.
Yeah.
Fox privilege. Okay. Gets under Sheik. He waits. And then he sets up an up air. So, like, you can already tell that, like, a lot of the time when SFAT gets under Sheik, he just reacts.
Yeah.
Sheik doesn't need anything off of F tilt. SFAT may have been able to punish this. I think he got hit out of the air, though, so I think it is a bit harder. But, like, also, like, look at this. So, like, the situation that the F tilt creates is actually good for you. Because now SFAT is at that range. Where Sheik has to respect his options.
Yeah.
So, what this means for Free Palestine is he just dashes back. And now SFAT gets space. He gets under Sheik. He just reacts.
You're making it sound like I should just bully Sheik.
You really should be bullying Sheik. I think Fox is the only character that can actually just bully Sheik. And again, like, look at what happens when SFAT gets under Sheik. Like, if you look at what's happening here, like, there's nothing Sheik can do in this spot. The only thing she can do is angle shield. That's about it. But also, like, this happens so quickly that a lot of the time the Sheik player isn't going to be ready to angle shield. Gets under Sheik, gets it back here. Mm-hmm. Also, that Nair did nothing.
Yeah.
Because he was holding down.
Oh my god, yeah.
SFAT is really good at this matchup. I think he's definitely the Fox I would point you to if you want to learn like how a top Fox plays this matchup.
Yeah, I was looking at Fiction.
Fiction would be good.
Cooking. I like SFAT too.
He gets under Sheik. Look what happens.
Oh
Just up tilts. There's nothing she can do.
Just like, yeah, you can just wait. You just wait for her to come down. Yeah. Sick.
Okay. This right here is an example of SFAT interacting with Sheik's threat range. Because if you see here, like now he's at that range where he's actually threatened by the boost grab. So he does this back air. And this back air is timed, so that if Sheik runs forward and tries to boost grab him or dash attack him, the back air will just beat it every time. And we get the same situation. Now Sheik has a bit of advantage, still in that spot. So SFAT is threatened by that boost grab, and he just back airs again. So that's just like an example of how you might want to like interact with that boost grab, you know, like how you might want to interact with that range. Especially at that high percent, because like in that situation, the back air was really high reward because it just kills Sheik. We hold down.
Yeah.
I think that was ASDI down. But another really good thing against Sheik, and against like pretty much, especially Falcon as well, is when you get Sheik in this spot, you can just run under her and then ASDI down. And like pretty much ASDI down on reaction. So like once you see Sheik coming down like this, just ASDI down.
Gotcha.
Because if you get under her like this, there's not really anything she can do to beat the ASDI down except for a turnaround needle, which you can then just fuck up, right? Because again, the needle takes a little bit to get out. Okay. We're under Sheik. We get the up air.
Yeah.
And also, like right here, SFAT messed up, but because he still put himself under Sheik, he still got a big opening off of it.
Damn.
That's game one. Look at look at Free Palestine.
He's so sad.
That's the face of a man who just played the best Fox versus Sheik player in the world.
Damn. Okay. All right. That's great. Thank you so much, dude. This has been so helpful.
You're welcome. Yeah, I think I've helped a few other Foxes with the Fox Sheik matchup, and a lot of them have been happy with it. I helped Mott Money with the Sheik matchup, and after I helped him, he just started beating like I think it was J Flex in his region that he was having trouble with.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, dude. JFlex is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so, like, I guess the big takeaways are, like, remember, get the goal. One of the goals is to get under Sheik. That's, like, your winning position. If you get under Sheik and crouch and or react, you're going to win that situation more often than not. And what are the other ones? Be aware of that, like, boost grab range. And kind of try and be aware of, like, the layers and like what layer the Sheik is looking for. And then also the other big one was just if Sheik was how many of Sheik's moves you can just disrespect, right? Like you can take F tilt and punish, you can take down smash and punish, you can ASDI down pretty much everything and punish, you can CC everything and punish. So really just like try and think about when you're playing against Sheik, focus on like getting under her. And focus on like looking out for those moves that you can just punish on reaction. You know, like the jab. Like when you get jabbed, just try and like play the situation instead of running away. Stuff like that.
Gotcha.
And then also, I guess the other thing is when you're lasering, just try and be aware of your patterns and like your habits. right? Because you don't want to like shoot two lasers and then approach every time. You want to shoot like one laser and then approach, or shoot like one laser and then dash dance, or shoot three lasers and then dash dance, or shoot two lasers and then full out. You know, just like mix up what you do after the lasers. And then also when Sheik is in the corner, just play to keep her in the corner. You don't have to approach.
Yeah, yeah, that is a big thing. Sure.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording.